Yes, I'm live. Blessings and greetings to the global community of Theatrons. Once again, it's always a pleasure to be with you. I know you see me standing, sitting rather in a different position today. This is because I wish to discuss two topics today. I wish somebody in my last broadcast, somebody asked that I explain the meaning of or the reason behind the faces in this banner, and that is why I'm still in this position. I will explain what this means, and each and every person that is here, I didn't just put them here. I didn't just put them here by mistake. It takes deliberate. It was deliberate. It was a selection of the people I admire, right? These people here, it's a careful selection of the people I've admired, not just admired, but people that have influenced my life in a very positive way, right? So this is why I'm sitting this way. I also stand up and explain their how they have what I like about them and how they have influenced me and what is it they did that made me got attracted to them. But yeah, welcome to today's topic. Today's topic is titled cryptocurrency adoption is going mainstream. It is true, but nothing but the truth. Just today we saw JP Morgan. JP Morgan Chase is the largest bank in the US. I want to repeat this for emphasis sake. JP Morgan Chase is the largest bank um in the US. These guys have $3.1 trillion of assets under management. Okay. In my subsequent broadcast, remember I said the largest asset manager in the world is BlackRock with 1 point something trillion of asset under management. So JP Morgan is not an investment giant like BlackRock, but they are a bank. They are a bank. So the biggest bank in the entire world. In fact, this the JP Morgan as a bank in the US helps Nigerian central bank facilitate some transactions. And this will tell you how big this bank is. I mean, a bank in the US is helping a central bank of a country facilitate transaction in crude oil. Recently, JP Morgan have pegged Nigeria from countries they would recommend for doing business. So they're actually a bank to reckon with. So recently, JP Morgan put out a publication and they said um, they have substituted real estate and input crypto, Bitcoin and crypto as their alternative assets. Listen carefully. They have chosen cryptocurrency as their alternative asset and they have dropped real estate. And just 2 days ago, the Central Bank of Nigeria had just not said they are going to use our currency and paper money from out of existence. They also said they also contracted, as a matter of fact, the federal government of Nigeria contracted a cryptocurrency platform known as Algorand to build a digital wallet for a digital wallet infrastructure for the entire digital economy for Nigeria. These guys are preparing behind the scene. So they want, and this is where a lot of people fail to get it right. Let me fix the light one moment. Right. A lot of people actually want to invest in crypto only when the government say you are good to go. I laugh at you. We've been here right from 2016. The government is getting worse, 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 and you are still waiting for these people to come and say, okay, we shall see. All right, then. I think these are the main two things I wish us to discuss. The Central Bank of Nigeria are heavily preparing in crypto, not just Central Bank, the entire federal government of Nigeria. With whatever Nigeria applies, whatever Nigeria adopts, Africa will automatically adopt because we have a population. Forget Nigeria is a country of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm so sorry, a lot of people will just cry that Nigeria is full of scammers. Forget Nigeria controls Africa's economy. It's not a matter of anything. Nigeria controls Africa's economy. So if Nigeria adopt crypto finally, which they are doing behind the back door right now, every African country will have no choice than to follow. In fact, Central African Republic is Bitcoin is now even a legal tender in Central African Republic, right? So we're just getting started. So please, I want to start with um this person here. This is Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, Kwame Nkrumah is the first president of Ghana, and wait, this guy gave Ghana independence when there was no internet, when there was no cell phone, when there was no even computer. 1950s. And today you tell me I can make a difference in tech with the smartphones I have, with the internet I have. And this is why I said everybody has influenced me. These guys inspire me, right? The Kwame Nkrumah inspired me. This guy was able to give Ghana independence when there was no smartphone. He did it. I'm going to make a difference in TAC. So this is the first president of Ghana, and he fought for Pan-Africanism. He fought for for the unification of Africa, right? Africa for Africans. He was one that was that was credited with the saying that we are not Africans because we are born in Africa. We are Africans because Africa is born in us. This was the person that said the Kwame Nkrumah, first president of Ghana. So this is Minister Louis Farrakhan. Coming up as a child, I when I started uh, seeking knowledge, I came across his teaching, and I fell in love with the passion in him. Right? I mean, this guy teaches you to know yourself. You know, he teaches black people to know who they are. If you are a black person, you need to read about. He's still alive. I think he's the leader of the Nation of Islam right now, and the man is great, right? He tries to teach Africans for us to know who we are, because we have to know who we are. We are the firstborn creation. We are the original children of Israel. It is our land that is flowing with milk and honey. Africans, know yourself. So this is right. This is Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, I think this is the only Indian. This is the only non-black person that is, I would say, that is here, that is Indian. And the reason why I like Gandhi was because Gandhi was able to achieve independence without violence, right? He was able to defeat bring the British government fight oppression, apartheid in South Africa and in India, and he brought independence to India as well. And what fascinated me among his in his style was his approach of non-violence. People think fighting for freedom is about carrying arms, about carrying guns. No, you can't fight fire with fire. If you want to fight something, you have to bring out that stuff. That is what we are doing in TAC. We can't attack these people with guns. We can't attack them with ammunition, with arms, but we will do it with innovation. And this is what we are doing in TAC. It's not by violence. It's by sense. It's by knowledge. It's by putting in the work. So this is Malcolm X. I like him because he's similar to Farrakhan. He teaches you to know more about yourself, right? And I read his autobiography, and at the time he was a drug addict, and he was selling drugs, and he was into a lot of vices until he went to prison. And it was in prison that he got to find himself. A lot of us went through that in life, and including myself here. Right? So um, I like him. When he found himself, in fact, his name was he wasn't born Malcolm X actually. I forgot his real name, but it was after he found himself that he changed his name to Malcolm X. Just like I've changed my name from Gabriel Samuel to Tiom Ondu. Yes. So when you find yourself, when you know your purpose on planet Earth, you know that you are who you say you are. Nobody can define your identity. It is my definition of who I am is left to me. And I will use the knowledge I have of myself to build a better future for myself, for my people, and for my community. So when you know who you are, who are you? A lot of us don't know. We associate ourselves with our names, with our countries, with our skin color, with our tribe, with our religion, you know. But that is not who you are. You are not your name, you are not your tribe, you are not your religion, you are not your skin color. In fact, you are not even your body. You are who you say you are. This is deep for some of us, and that's why when Mr. Bonus is teaching, sometimes he said this is deep. Yes, for some people it might be deep, but for some of us who have known who we are, who are awakened, we are following. Like we know what he's saying. You have to know who you are, and when you know who you are, you can do whatever you set your mind to do. That is why we set our mind to give our people TAC as a gift. TAC is a gift. TAC is a gift. So this is Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. It's taking too much time already. So let me just. This is the first president of Nigeria. He was the contemporary and classmate of Kwame Nkrumah. Coincidentally, Kwame Nkrumah happens to be the first president of Ghana, and Azikiwe happened to be the first president of Nigeria. Okay, so this is Awolowo, the first. This guy fought for for literacy of Nigerians, especially this Western. And that is why the most educated part of Nigeria is Western Nigeria. The Yorubas are very educated. These people contributed to that. This is our founding fathers in Nigeria. This is Tafawa Balewa. The man was a Pan-Africanist as well, right? He stood, and the day I think there was a day Tafawa Balewa gave a remarkable speech about African unity, and just months after giving that speech, he was overthrown in a coup and he was killed by Nigerian military coup led by Major Kaduna Nzogu. Right, so they don't want us to progress. They don't. When one of us is out to help us, to wake us up, is that they use one of us to kill us. And I was watching Credo Mutwa said, Africans, don't kill those who are trying to wake you up. This is Mandela fought for apartheid. Can you see? Can you see Mandela? Yes, so you can see Mandela now, right? Mandela fought for apartheid in South Africa. He was sentenced to jail for 27 years. I mean, this man was in jail for 27 years just because he was fighting African apartheid in South Africa. Nigeria gave money to South Africa to help fight apartheid in South Africa. You can check this out. Nigeria gave more than billions to help fight segregation and apartheid in South Africa during the reign of Obasanjo. Mandela literally became president, I think, in 1990. I wasn't born then. I read this in history, so they're one of my heroes too. And they inspire me to know that because they have done it, I also do it with TACC. I refer to myself, these guys refer to themselves as Pan-Africanists. I refer to myself as a neo-Pan-Africanist. The difference with them is that why they seek African political independence, why they seek African political independence, right? As Pan-Africanists, myself, my own style is as a neo-Africanist, we are seeking African economic independence. So that's what makes us different with them. Why they fought, because as it is now, Africa is free politically, but we're not free economically. So I am a neo-Pan-Africanist, taking after working in the footprints of those who came before me, watching how they did it, right? Being inspired by their light. I also set out to do the same thing they did, but in a different setting. This time, not in politics, but in economy, which is TACC. So so this is I have to stand up, right? So this is where am I? Okay, so this is Patrice Lumumba, right? Lumumba was the first president of Congo, and he was killed just like uh just like our brother here, Lewa. Lumumba was killed, right, and his body was put into acid by the. When I was reading his autobiography, he says that when the man was giving a speech, he said he told the Belgians, because the Belgians were the ones um, that colonized Congo, and he told them, "We are no longer your monkeys," which is true, right? And he started fighting for the progress of Congo, and just months later he was killed, assassinated. His body was cut into pieces and he was put, I think, in an acid. So wicked, no wickedness, no. This is Marcus Garvey, and this is Marcus Garvey stands exactly as in one of one of the things he tried to do are the things we finish in TACC. What was it that he was trying to do? Marcus Garvey was trying to set economic channel between Africa and the Caribbean, and this is what we're trying to do in TACC through the able visionary of our chief abundance, right? So this is Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican, a business mogul, entrepreneur. He's a Pan-Africanist, right? This is Adasu. Adasu built the first university in Benue State, and from Benue State, and attended the university that Adasu built. So because I'm inspired by that, because he was able to build something that I benefited directly from. Hence, I honor me. I mean, Benue State University has great influence over me. I learned a lot in that university. I'm heavily impacted by the knowledge I got from that university. So the same way, because I benefited from Benue State University, I also have to build something that people benefit from, right? That's why we're building tech. Something that will directly, because as a human being, you must be able to build something. Everything you are using was built by somebody, so you must build something. Build something. We are here to help God create, right? So this is Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of Kenya, right? They all fought. I won't say much about them because they also fought the same colonial system, right? But it happens to his son now is the current president of. This is Jomo Kenyatta, by the way. His son now, Uhuru Kenyatta, is the current president of Kenya, right? This here is Satoshi Nakamoto, right? This is the founder of Bitcoin. He created Bitcoin. I honor him because he gave us a blueprint. In as much as he gave us a blueprint, the work wasn't complete. So we complete the work in tech, right? And I admire him so much because he was able to build something and then disappear. Which, I mean, this shows selflessness, and this is what we need to look at in tech. It's not about who does it, right? It's not about somebody that Mr. Bonus will say it's all about me. That people if people will say if it's not them, then they won't do it. No, if you really want to do something for people, if you really want to serve people, then don't just do it, right? And this from Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin, did one of the amazing things in history. He created one of the biggest revolution. I mean, people don't know the impact of Satoshi Nakamoto invention until in the next 50 years. This guy dropped a bomb. This guy, I will even argue that Satoshi Nakamoto was even an insider of the elite. This intelligence is second to none. I mean, this guy, this guy is too much. Then Thomas Sankara, the first president of Burkina Faso. Mr. Bono used to talk about him very well. This guy, after taking over as the president of Burkina Faso, he's the first African young guy to bring women actively involved into politics. As of then, during his time, during Thomas Sankara's time, women took active part in politics. Within 2 weeks, this guy was able to immunize virtually 220 something thousand children in Burkina Faso using the monies that were generated from Burkina Faso. This guy was able to build rail trains using Burkina Faso fund without any outside, right? Without any outside assistance from the IMF or World Bank. This guy was able to build schools. He was able to manufacture clothes for his people. Without this guy was in less than few years, Thomas Sankara was able to empower people in Burkina Faso to be able to be self-reliant. People were able to produce their own clothes, build their own hospitals, schools, get involved in people were becoming educated and getting actively in politics. When the World Bank, the IMF saw the massive progress in Burkina Faso, they said, okay, if this guy succeeds in what he's doing, other African countries are going to take over. And what did they do? They use his friend again, his best friend. Mr. Wellens talks about him. Is it what is it? What's even his name? It's Blaise Campore. Blaise Campore assassinated Thomas Sankara, his best friend. And even when I think it was rumor, but I'm not sure. Even they said they told Thomas Sankara knew about it, and he said he doesn't have any problem with that. That if his friend wants to kill him, he should come and kill him. And his friend did. So it's not that this journey we're on now, it won't be an easy stuff. So we must be prepared because our people is that they come to us directly or they use our people against us. This is Martin Luther King Jr., right? Fought for the emancipation and the liberation, the equal right for citizens to vote. During his time, during when he was alive, rather he was leader of the civil rights movement. He also employed the strike. As a matter of fact, I also read his autobiography, and he said he was influenced by Gandhi as well. Luther King was influenced by kind his non-violent approach. You know, the likes of Malcolm X, their own approach to freedom was kind of violence, right? Shoot me, I shoot you. That was the style of Malcolm. You know, shoot me, I shoot you. Africa should defend themselves, which is not bad, but but their own their Malcolm X styles were like kind of more more aggressive. But the likes of Luther, they use peace and non-violence to actually put out their points out there. Then last but not the least, this is Chief Abundance, right? And now let me sit down. Mhm. This is 20 minutes already. Wow. So that is Chief Abundance. Coming up as a kid, I always have my elder brother buy some little books they used to sell in Nigeria in motor parks. My brother would buy them and bring them home, and um naturally I was drawn to the teachings of these people. So I'm going to take a lot of time, but please, you just have to listen to what I have to say. So my brother would buy this. In Nigeria, they used to call those little handbooks current affairs. Those of us who are in Nigeria will know what I'm saying. We used to call those little books current affairs. So I would see the writings of these guys, the Martin Luther King, and the Malcolm X. I would just see some of, and naturally within me, I was drawn to these people. Like I was the smallest person in the house. I mean, I was the last born, but and nobody touches even his books. I was the one that would just come. I was fascinated with I just want to hear what they want to say. Naturally, I was drawn to them. And I started and then there was no phone. There was no phone for me to even go and make research about them. So each time my brother brings this little handbook home, I'll just go and open it and read. Even though I don't understand what they are trying to say, but I just read. But I love what they were saying in those little handbooks. So when I got a phone, I started reading about these guys and I fell in love with their ideas. And then 2019, and mind you, they have influenced me so well. Like in my university days, I am a student activist. Like there's no protest I miss. I mean, there's no protest in my student protest in my school that I've missed. And even the last NSTARS protest in Nigeria was there. That is me. I believe we deserve better, right? I believe we deserve better as a people. We are not animals. We should not be ruled like animals. So when I met back then we were in the same community with Mr. Abundance, our former community, but we've never met with each other, but we were on the same group. So I somebody now dropped an audio in the group. And now, so that I was in the room in the night, I was alone, and now say, who is this person that dropped this audio in Flourish group? It wasn't even Mr. Abundance group. And I opened the audio, I was listening to it. That is the audio that Mr. Abundance dropped in this group. I opened the audio and I was listening to it. And listening to the audio from beginning to the end, everything this man was saying in this audio was what these people were saying. Like they are teaching, we need to come together as a people to do for ourselves. We need to, everything that these people stand for, the people have pointed out here. I hear Mr. Abundance saying them, and I said, at the end of the audio, he said he wished to train African young Africans on the need to develop leadership. I forgot, but he was just trying to say that he's interested in building young African leaders that will take over the affairs of this continent, that will develop this continent. And something me just say, send this man a message. And he said, if you're interested, send me a message, send me a DM, and I'll add you to a group I have created. And immediately after watching this audio, I sent Mr. Abundance a message and I introduced myself and I told him I listened to his audio, and everything he said in those audio are the things I've been living by from when I was little. And now I met a living person, somebody I can never associate with. Because virtually everybody here is dead. It's just Farrakhan that is alive. I don't know about Satoshi Nakamoto, but in this poster here, everybody here is dead. It's just Mr. Abundance and probably Satoshi Nakamoto and then Mr. Louis Farrakhan. So I said to myself, all these guys, I was reading their They are, and I was reading about them in a book, and I hear somebody here is talking and preaching what they are preaching physically. So let me just approach this person. I love what he's saying, and that was how we met with Mr. Abundance, and that was how we started working within TAC. So when we say TAC is a done deal, we're not just here for. We have come a long way, and we're not just here to. We're here to make a difference, right? And for me, I feel this is the right place. I'm at the right place. We are at the right place and at the right time. Um, uh, TAC, uh, TAC would do it for us, right? We'll use TAC to help our people. Even somebody was saying you can't help everybody. You can't help everybody. Yes, but those who are willing to be helped will definitely help them. And mind you, in Noah's Ark, you have to go and read that story again. um, bless up, brother. Bless up. Keep the fire burning. Tag uprising. One. Thank you, brother Jason Joseph. Yes, I think that is him. Always supportive, and I see two people watching me live. Thank you very much for always being with me. I'm really grateful, and we will continue to do our part in making sure we build what will outlive us. For me, like I said, this is where I'm born, and if you listen to everything I said here about this, I described this exactly what these people stood for, and to crown it all, Mr. Magma, right? The person that asked if these people were alive, everybody here, if they were alive today, they will endorse TAC because TAC stands for what they stood for. So in a way, we are continuing from where they stopped, and we'll finish it. Even okay, actually, no, we'll set the pace running because we can't. There's no finishing. There's no such thing as finishing. Yes, but we'll give our generation better tools so that they will stand on our shoulder and do bigger and even greater things. Yes, just like this one did for us. So let us not just live, or let us not just exist. Let's live. So for me, this is living, right? Making a difference, creating something that will outlive you, creating something that will touch people's life forever, right? So thank you very much. I hope you find value in this. Please, if you can leave an opinion in the comment section, and please, if I'm not an expert, when I understand crypto, yes, but I don't know everything in crypto. Okay, if for some reason you find some of the things I say in my video not correct, like I don't know all, I don't claim to know all. If you find some of the things I used to say in my videos, not just this one, if you find them not being correct, please reach out to me. You can send me a DM. I'm always open to learning. Let's help each other. Let's grow together. I don't know all. I'm also growing. We're growing together here. Like I'm also growing we are growing, right? I don't know everything. So you can always reach out to me and correct me or guide me. Please, let's go together. Thank you very much. That continues to go up here. Peace.